Hey everyone, we are here playing a Kate deck up against HB, kind of a classic matchup. If you've seen my recent Shaper games, you'll have seen that I'm a little uncomfortable with Shaper, and Atman tends to be a blind spot of mine. So to shore that weakness up, I'm going the kind of classic Katman deck, where you play 3 Atman and try and make it work. So we're going to see how we can get on today. At least I'll have to remember that I have Atman in the deck, because otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere. Kinda happy with the opening hand, would like draw, but we have plenty of money. We have Astrolabe, so hopefully we can get something going there, and Temujin should allow us to put on plenty of pressure as well. If they leave R&D open, our turn is pretty obvious. It's going to be Sure Gamble, Astro, and 2 of these, or 1 of these and then a run obviously. So yeah, it'll allow us to put on R&D pressure. We may wait a turn for the Astrolabe, because at least we're getting guaranteed run here. So we will put this on R&D. It'll force them to hold off on a score if they were tempted. And Biotic. Rota turret. Okay, well, we're all going old school then. So Atman at 0 is going to be necessary. So Biotic and a Rota turret, which they may stick on R&D. We'll run at it early before any programs go down, just to make sure that A, it is the Rota turret, and B, we can click through anything that should be too dangerous for us. Okay, that is exactly what we expected. So we'll draw up a little bit, and we'll put down the Astrolabe because it's free. Now we have Katie, so we can get our long-term economy sorted. Eve would be a good trash target, but it's expensive. And since we've seen Biotic, we know that they don't have to install too many things out to the side. Ooh, is this a batty? Is this the kind of thing we're dealing with now? We'll draw twice Katie if we don't see anything better. Diesel gets to 6. Yeah, this is okay. Katie, money on Katie. So we can just go Atman 0, or we can go Sharpshooter, which actually might be better if this is a batty. And they're getting an agenda out nice and early. But they're not gonna go for it. Okay. So yeah, let's do the sharpshooter play. At least we'll get to see if there is anything. Just so we don't lose an Atman really, really early. Chrysium. That's fine. Oh well. We don't get Temujin, which sucks, but otherwise things are okay. Can't afford to trash Eve, can't afford to trash Chrysium. We will trash this, however. Let's just put some more bank on that. And just take a look at HQ since it's free. And we get a global food for our efforts. Not too bad. So now that we know what this is, it's not a batty as we feared. We don't have to be too cautious. We can actually just money up, get our Atman down. I think we're just going to use this as a money turn. Again, they can biotic, which would be a pain. Puts a bit of pressure on us, but we can survive. And they may feel with Chrysium here that they're a bit safe. But it's going to cost us 2 to install, 2 to run through. We do need to get our data suckers down sooner though, rather than later. Okay, so I'd prefer to be able to set up a bit more. Another Atman, another employee strike. I think I might just put down a councilman. It's more to prevent the combo wombo decks that we're expecting in the near future with boom and things like that. At least I'll have to res a Jackson and protect him. So next turn we can take money, we can run here, trash stuff. Second Atman could be useful. I would like to see data sucker soon. There's a lot of things I'd like to see, to be fair. That's fine. At least we know it's here. They're probably going to stick an Eve on it as well. And their money woes are solved. Yeah. We'll hold it from something more important, like a Jackson. Okay. I think this turn we're just taking money. Installing an Atman at 0. Running R&D, and we can run a second time just to get our money off Temujin. Hopefully we'll see something exciting here. Beta test is great. Jackson is also good. And we can trash Chrysium. And now it makes sense to run again. Paying 2, and we'll get 4 back. And see 2 more cards. Batty, yes, we will trash you. And Adonis. Yeah, we might as well. There's no sense in giving them additional free credits. Eves are already running, which is a pain, but 5 is so expensive to deal with. Archived Batty, yeah. Batty on R&D, presumably. Yeah, that makes sense. So, let's do our setup now. Another RDI is okay. But we have another Atman in hand, just in case. So we do run a couple of data suckers just to make sure that we can put this at like 024 or hit particular targets if we see some commonalities emerging. 0 is kind of the one you don't want to have to do, but in this instance it was kind of necessary. There's the sucker. Okay. That is pretty good for us. And we can just take money, or put money on, I suppose. They will get a score out the next turn. Possibly a global food, if they have a biotic in hand. Okay, safe beta test instead. Ouch. Not what they wanted. So do they have the Jackson is the question. So we're obviously going to take a look, because it serves as well with the data sucker out now as well. And nothing interesting, unfortunately. But 3 cards that we're happy to see gone. We can gamble, and more money, I suppose. Next time we should try and run this early, just so we see what we're dealing with. I'll see. So let's run R&D and risk everything on the batty. Ichi. So we can click through this. Pay to actually, yeah, Councilman's brilliant. We can let them trace here. How much is it worth to tag us and give us a brain damage? Not that much. But we still have to pay into it. Pay 2 through this. And we'll get to Trash Batty and see mini cards. Enhanced Login Protocol, right. And another Donis, which we will trash. And we'll trash the Batty as well. So Atman at 4 is looking pretty tempting now as well. At least we have this in our back pocket. Unfortunately, we do have to run this as well. So we can take money, put this down. Oh, well, we definitely have to run this then. So we could put it at 4 blind, which gets us through Ichi and Eli. I think that's the way to go. So take money, employee strike, Atman at 4, run. And kind of hope for the best. Thankfully we can get through this. No cyber decks around, which is kind of the only reason I've gone back to trying this Atman deck as well. And Eli. So Atman at 4 was the perfect counter. And we will paint a NAPD, even though that hurts quite a bit. So this costs us 5 in total. We'll get 4 back. Wouldn't mind seeing some more money. I know, I've already used 3 sugar gambles, but could always have a little bit more. So we'll just credit up just to make sure we're not on a complete blank. We don't want to give them a huge scoring window. Heimdall. Okay, well that could hurt, but they're a little poor, and we have the sucker counters as well, and lateral growth. So at the moment we can cover off anything at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not bad. And one trip to archives will help us a little bit more. Nice. Didn't use lateral growth. Oh no, they didn't even draw lateral growth. Okay, we can just shore up again. That. Katie. kind of just want to draw into a biotic labor though, of which they have one more, and they're purging, which makes sense. So definitely Heimdall here. But we still want a bit more money. Utopia Shark could be funny. Let's run archives twice. Just counters, which is kind of unfortunate. Two-mission contract over there would be pretty tasty. And we'll put money on KD. Pitching, I think the rabbit hole. It doesn't look likely we'll get our RDI down. Because we're kind of in that weird in-between moment where we're a little poor. They're purging again. How often can they purge is the question. Okay, time to run HQ. Let's see what we're kind of dealing with there. Because if we can bring them below 8 credits, we can get this. Just wrote a turret. We could install this. Yeah, that seems good to me. We can run archives for the soccer counter. We can draw, which we should have done first, and we can take money, or put money. Yeah, let's put money this time. Do they want to purge again is the question. So we can go up to 13 credits with this. This will bring us back to 10. We know these cost us 5 at least. Blacklist. Wasn't expecting that, but that's okay. We can't clone chip, but what would we clone chip? Sharpshooter? Maybe? So do we need to be worried? I don't think so. Take. Do we RDI? That is the question. If we do, we can't click through here. I think we just run. And we'll cover ourselves at least. Because it could be the Heimdall. It could be something more exotic. Just quicksand. That's kind of funny. So that'll get a counter, but we can sucker it down. And funnily enough, it'll actually get back in range at some point as well. And C2. Eli, which is fine. Hedge fund, which we're not delighted about, but we can manage. So the last card will be, well, this is probably the Heimdall. We should probably take a look out of curiosity. At least then we can still use data suckers on the quicksand. Okay, just the Heimdall. And take a credit. So, we're doing to Eli. They might just try and go for the slam everything on R&D, try and tax us out that way. Purging again. That works out okay for us. I mean, one trip, two trips here, we can run that easy. And now we have good reason to go there. So draw, laundry, Katie. SMC is probably unnecessary, but it's there at least. So we're gearing up to put down another RDI and go again. And they're drawing into new cards. I think you put down the Heimdall here. Yeah, that makes sense. But of course we can continue to... We could put down another RDI. We could run, click through the brain damage, and the run. Or rather, in the run and the other one. We could put down SMC for Atman at 2. I think we just use another turn of preparing. This is great. This is going to put even more reason to run archives. And I know with Katie sitting there, but this way we can do dual purpose. Should I? So that could be the winning agenda right there. Or it could be Cyberdex. It is worth considering. So I think we have to run here one more. So we have 4 counters. Although if it was Cyberdex, would you not just put it in archives? I'm not sure. Well, let's see. Huh, not what I was expecting. Hmm. Not what I was expecting at all. Clone chip does nothing for us, does it? It currently does not. So we can jack out here. We can put down the SMC, which is a mistake. The fact that we have to go this way. So we're going to go for triple Atman. Oh, we have Mimic right there as well. So Atman at 2 does cover us against this as well. So yeah, let's do that. So triple Atman. And we'll see 3 cards, and if we whiff here, we probably lose. Or we see 2 cards rather. Ah, Jackson. That works out well. So we're hanging in there. And if we whiff here, what do we do? Well, we could just pop this, and then they have to draw for stuff. EG. And Jackson. I'll leave it there for the moment. If they draw twice, I might pop down the shard. Or if they draw once, rather. After the mandatory. The thing is, we need to find a way past quicksand soonish, or Atman of 4 even is going to struggle. Okay, so this could be Ichi. Could be a lot of things, as we've learned from trying to guess what ice they're going to install. I think we run it. Try and tax them some money. And this is 2 and a soccer counter, 1 soccer counter, and then 3. So ideally we get our other RDI down. Just an Eli. So we'll profit 2 credits plus a soccer counter. This costs us 3. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could just take this money. Put down the RDI, bringing us down to 8. And run again. Soccer, soccer, through. We'll try and finish it off here. We know we're going to see Jackson. So 1 and 2 credits. 1 and a credit. And then 3 credits. And hopefully we don't see any PD. Jackson, we're leaving. Another Jackson. And a hedge. Wow, okay. Jackson, Jackson, hedge. This could be the Jackson. Indeed it is. So they'll draw into Jackson and hedge. Presumably the hedge fund now. Possibly the other Jackson. So they're really going to go with the shoring up R&D. So we can dirty laundry, click click, gets us these money, and then put 3 here. Isn't that exciting, but might have to be done. Although we only need 1 data center counter now. 2 credits, 3 credits, 6 credits. So let's do this. Click through. We could fire this off, although we know it does nothing for us. So I think just R&D again. Just try and win it there. Um, then shuffle back an awful lot of cards, but I think this is what we have to do. And again, we've left ourselves a credit short. Silly, silly. It's like worlds all over again. So, one Jackson gone. They might keep the second one to break this R&D lock, which is actually a really good idea. No, okay, they're just gonna make sure R&D is well padded so that we can't possibly win here. I kind of like the idea of letting us c3, using Jackson then, and hoping to find an agenda very, very quickly. So there's probably 4 more agendas, 3 more agendas. And we're going to see 3 cards of 16. But 1 credit short of an NAPD steal. Okay, well we got very lucky. Marcus Batty, and okay, we weren't going to see an NAPD, thankfully. That would have been heartbreaking. That was really fun. Atman is an interesting deck. With less cyberdecks around, it might be safer to play, although we could have very easily run aground. We were starting to have issues with data sucker counters. Atman 4 alone is pretty great. Thankfully, we did cover ourselves with Mimic, which we probably should have played at some point. But it worked out pretty nicely. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.